And we found that people who have had FST training in the past have really been early adopters of this technique. Can you speak to why you believe that's the case?
Yeah, I believe FST trained practitioners have proprioceptive and imaging mental skills that are so critically important to adopting and being really successful with DFR. If you're used to compressing and pushing down on tissue, you have to overcome that paradigm of thinking. And because you don't want to be pressing down, you want to be lifting up. And you also want to be feeling what's happening to the tissue as it's being elongated and sheared. And FST practitioners have that ability to feel tissue and to be able to move their body in ways that we use for DFR training. We actually, to create the shearing and the torsioning of the adhesions in the tissue, we use our bodies. So we're moving our bodies and not our hands. And so it's really important uh, to be able to learn all those skills. And when you have DFR or FST training, you're a level ahead of others that want to learn this technique.
Push down, you shut off the capacity to elongate because then you're pinning it down.
Got it.
So but because as clinicians, it takes kind of a while to step that back. For me, example, I did a lot of ischemic releases, and so pushing down was a very natural. But to be able to have the sensitivity to pull and without pushing down, that's kind of where the skill development.
Yeah, you flattened that. That's good. Yeah. That DFP was starting to flex again. Yeah.
Does it happen that you go one way and then the other side loosens up at the same time? Or that generally doesn't happen?
But if you're working in one.
More intense that way.
I was going this way.
To this way?
When you go this way.
This way.
Yeah, that way.
So then, when you're going into the restrictions, you're stiffening that cutis fiber, and it's breaking that stuff up. When you're elongating the restriction, pinching the nerve, it hurts. That's breaking up the tissue in between, and then it eases off.
I mean, that's moving better.
Compression of my spinal cord.
Or that way.
What are you noticing now?
So this is a lot more extension without any support than I normally get. I feel like normally I'm like here.
Wow, that's a big difference.
Yeah. And there's no compression when on my spinal cord, and my legs are elevated. Well,
Oh my god.
Yeah.
Right, I mean, it was just, she did not look like herself. And when Ben was done, before any of us.
That way, much more intense.
If he would have had his seatbelt on, they said, I mean, they can't say for sure.
It was great having you in class, Jim. You just finished the level 1 DFR course, and I know you do a lot of FST training as well, and I just want to get your feedback on how you feel like these two things are able to work well together.
So yeah, so my background, I'm a strength coach as well as a manual therapist, and I work with a lot of athletes and just general population, but I also teach for stretch swim. I think that this particular course, DFR, is profound in helping clients get their life back, specifically addressing and identifying restrictions within tissues and being able to get impact and lasting change right away, quickly. So I think this course is something that everybody should be looking into for continuing their education. I come from a sports background, so I have a lot of sports injuries. I've had restrictions in my shoulder, my knees. I've had surgeries, and going through this in the last 2 days and having some of the students and the teachers get hands-on, I've gained range of mobility in areas that I haven't had for literally a decade. It's pretty emotional because it's been a long time to get into certain positions and being able to know what that feels like now. I still have a lot of work to do, but it's got, in 2 days I've gone from basically 0 to like 80-90%, and it's been great.
And isn't it great that it has a lasting effect? Like it's able to carry over from one session to the next?
Yeah, that's one of the most remarkable things, is that it doesn't, you don't lose it.
Extension, and so I fall into flexion because this feels good. I have to be in this, but I don't have to anymore. What we're talking about at lunch is this course has to be in person, and I recommend this course to anybody because the true understanding of what this is comes from feeling it in your own body. And in 2 days, what we've done to mine and Nell's bodies, the changes that we've both felt with chronic pain and chronic conditions. And again, she and I, we are so proactive. We both do our FST, strengthening, stretching, mobility, other wellness type modalities. And we might get temporary relief, but nothing has been to the root of the problem. And thinking that something so superficial can help to that level, that depth, you have to feel it to truly experience what this is. And also getting so precise with this modality and really honing in on those localized areas and giving it all the movement and love to open those things up is going to affect things that can be way further away from that specific localized area too. It's just,
And
it's
how do you see
life-changing.
this? How do you see this complementing FST?
Oh my
the
gosh.
work that you've been doing.
This is going to be the most beautiful flow and mix to put DFR and FST together for my clients who literally are stuck in areas. Some of the tissue work that I already use, this is going to go from like 0 to 10 with success, because I know those areas that I'm probably providing too much compression and staying in that superficial area for the skin and allowing the skin to flow is going to allow me to move back into some of my FST maneuvers that's going to help them even more. So I really see it as, FST is going to help my client in certain ways, but I'm also going to use it as an assessment. When they're not moving, okay, let me get more localized with my hands, test with the DFR. Okay, that's what we need to do, is use the DFR in this area, lose it back up, try again with the FST. Now it's moving. I mean, I can just envision this flow of the
It's like a
tubes going
perfect
back and
marriage.
forth.
I mean, that's moving better.
Oh my gosh. So this course, DFR Level 1, has been the most profound course I have ever taken. And my foot, since childhood, I have not been able to move this foot in certain ways. And today, in less than 20 minutes maybe, this is 10 years of me searching for a solution. And just mixing DFR with FST just is this is it.